Right now at Launchpad 39B, the Artemis 2 SLS rocket is standing tall, ready to send humans back to the moon soon. But if you listen to the headlines from 3 years ago, we were supposed to be halfway to Mars by now. Elon Musk promised thousands of starships. NASA promised a new era. So why is the red planet suddenly feeling like a distant ghost? We're looking at the objective data, the physics, the failed tests, and the massive internal pivot NASA just announced under the Ignition initiative. The dream isn't dead, but the version you were sold was an illusion. Let's talk about the math that nobody wants to mention: refueling. To get a Starship to Mars, it doesn't just launch once. It needs to be refilled in orbit by 14 separate tanker launches. Think about that. We haven't even successfully docked 2 Starships in orbit yet, and we need to do it 14 times perfectly just for one trip. If one tanker fails, the mission is over. In 2026, we are still 0 for 14. This is the logistics wall that has quietly pushed the Mars timeline from 2026 to 2033. Then there's the human cost. We've learned more in the last year about cosmic radiation than in the previous decade. A 6-month journey to Mars isn't just a long flight, it's a biological gauntlet. Without a massive magnetic shield, which we don't have, an astronaut's DNA starts to unzip before they even see the Martian horizon. This is why NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman just shifted the agency's entire focus. They aren't going to Mars to explore, they're going to the moon to survive. Today, NASA officially entered the ignition phase. The goal? Forget the flags and footprints of Mars for a moment. The new mission is a permanent industrial presence on the Lunar South Pole. Why? Because the moon has something Mars doesn't: a 3-day U-turn window. If something breaks on the moon, you come home. If something breaks on the way to Mars, you're a ghost in the machine. NASA has realized that if we can't build a gas station on the moon, we will never build a colony on Mars. So, was it all a lie? Not exactly. SpaceX's Starship V3, which we're expecting to see fly soon, is the most capable machine ever built. But even Musk has had to face the refining reality. You can't just land on Mars and stay. You have to manufacture fuel out of thin air. We call it ice-through or in-situ resource utilization. And as of this morning, our best technology can only produce enough oxygen for a single human to breathe for 2 hours. We need tons. We are trying to run a marathon before we've even learned to crawl. The truth is, Mars is the most hostile environment we've ever dared to dream of. It's a frozen, irradiated desert that wants to kill you in a dozen different ways. But the illusion is ending, and the real work is beginning. We are going to the moon on April 1st, because we have to. Because the moon is the only classroom where we can learn to survive the red planet. Do you believe moon first or a Mars goal? Tell us in the comments. What do you think? Don't forget to subscribe to see the real action. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Stay tuned.